recording also. Okay, guys. So welcome again for this framework sessions for Selenium part. Um, Let me first open that high-level design only. What all things we have seen? I think we have seen, yes, these driver factory already done. But we will try to evolve it more further on. Okay. Then we have seen these page layers. Okay. We have seen this test layers also. Then we have seen this configure properties also. How to fetch that data from that config properties. Fine. We have seen this base state also. Then we have already gone through this some utilities like element util, Excel util. Also, I told you, in the last session, but we were facing some issue. I could not successfully run the test case because I don't know the file was corrupted or what, but that was a simple issue. I'll try to help you out now. Apart from that, we have seen some constants, errors, all these things we have seen. So means 30-40% framework designing part we have done. Today we will see about test runners and we will try to complete this data file also. And today we will see how can we fetch our data from CSV also. ठीक है. Then today we will see few reportings also. ठीक है, about TestNG, LEO, chain test. So most of the things we will try to cover up. Fine. And then in a couple of sessions we will try to do the entire automation framework at the local end. Fine. Okay. So I'll just take you to the yes. So guys, I told you in the last weekend, last 5-10 minutes, I was just trying to uh, show you how can you run the test case via fetching the data from the Excel file. So for that case, I have already done one Excel utility. If you remember, let me just open that for you once again. And it was in your utils. So this was a utility file which I have already explained to you. No, I'm not going to do it again. So what was this file doing? It was actually fetching the data from the Excel. What was the Excel? You have to take the Microsoft Excel only. So this was the Excel. Earlier I was taking this sheet one. It was having some issue. I don't know what was the issue, but we were having some three data. Okay. Let us try now to register our account on that account info account page. Okay, with this three data. So I have to go where? Register page test. I have already created this data provider for you in the last weekends only. And then what we were doing, we were trying to fetch this sheet data here. Okay, perfect. Now, let us try to see if it is working fine or not. And for time being, I'll do what? I'll open, okay, let me just open that open cart application for you. Open cart. Okay. So yes, this was a registration page. All these things we have seen, but let us try to execute now if it is working fine or not. So what is happening, guys? You have to fill entire form with all the text. You have to click this no or yes. You have to click this privacy policy and continue. That's it. Perfect. But how will this work with the three data? I have three data fetched from which registration sheet. Let us see how it is working now. Run as TestNG test. Okay. So first of all, it will open the page. It will enter all these details, Harpreet and all these, and continue. But what is the issue here? I have three data, but it is not moving further. Why? See, on the back end, I am getting the failures. For the Manish and Simran, it failed. Timed out exception. Why is that so? I hope the same issue you're getting, Murli. है ना?
Yeah,
So
correct.
now you tell me only what is the issue. See, I am able to fetch that. Yes, I have three rows, five columns. Perfect. One of my account has been successfully created for, I think, Harpreet. Just a second. Yes, for Harpreet. But what is the issue for Manish and this next data? It's very simple. Try to understand how will you register a data manually. You will fill out the entire registration form. Okay. You will click on this subscribe if you really want. Click this privacy policy and continue. But after continue, you tell me once that account is created, according to our code, it is saying that I am again going to fill the data, which is this one. Manish, Mehta, your telephone, Manish, and all these things. But is it able to find this first name, last name, email, telephone again? No.
No.
You are on that, your account is already created. So as a
Mm,
manual tester, understand what will you do? First of all, you will log out the application. Then you will do what? Again, click on registration page. है ना?
yeah.
Same thing we have to do here also. So guys, try to understand automation testing is not different from the manual part. For automation, you have to perform a single round of testing with a manual also to understand how this is working. So now can I go on this user registration page only? And what I'll do, I am saying that I fetch this message, successful message, okay, which is getting printed that this is my message. See, your account has been created. But what I'll do now on this registration page only, because this is the culprit, before returning anything, can I say that, okay, you printed some message, but can I say element util, you click what? Hmm? I am saying you have a logout button. Just a second. Let me see. Mm, okay, I have not. Okay. Yeah, let me just take it from that to locators only. Just give me a second. Yes. So I'm saying I have two locators. I'll tell you what I'm saying. I'll paste it here. Okay. Come on the registration page. I am saying you do one thing. As soon as you register your account one time, you click on logout. Logout is where? See, I'm again going it for you. Just give me a second. Okay. Yeah. See, this is the page, but can you see a logout button here? So can you try to inspect one by locator here? Any means by CSS selector, by link text, whatever you want. So you try to have one locator. Click on this. As soon as you click on this, now see where it takes you to. It takes you to account logout. Now you do what? You click on register again. That's it. The same thing now I am going to do by automation also. So now I'm saying I have maintained two locators for locate, for logout, and one for register. And at the end, what I'm going to do, I am first of all going to click to this logout link, and then I'll going to click what? Do click, I think register again. Perfect. Now what it will do, guys? First of all, it will send the data for the first row, print the success message, log out, and again register link, and then it will do what? It will check the assertions. It will again go to the registration page, same page. Let us see if it is working or not. This fix works or not. I'm going to the registration page test, and let us try to test it. Okay, no other changes. It's as simple as that. But let us see. Okay, first of all, it will again enter the harpy data information. It will this time now click the logout and register. Now see. Can you see? Hmm? And it did the perfect. Okay, just give me a second. Okay, it is just let us try to run it again. Or just give me a second. Let us go on to this part and user registration. And okay, success message, printing, and all these things. Otherwise, why? Just let us do it again. Otherwise, we'll wait for some seconds. Okay. Okay. Let us try to run it again. Harpreet, continue. Log out. See again, Manish, continue, and again, perfect. Simran, perfect. Done. Now let us see income. See, Harpreet Gaur, Manish Mehta, and Simran Sahu. Can you see, guys? This time your account created 3 times successfully, perfectly fine. Got it, Murli? In this way, we can sort this issue.
Yeah.
One more thing. If you face that you're getting some still element exception, which I just got, it is just because, why? Uh, okay. Because it didn't find the link at the proper time. So what you can do, directly clicking on this link, avoid this. You can just wait for that particular element to appear and then click. Simple. Same thing, do for register link also. No other big change. Okay. So this is how now you can fetch the data from the Excel sheet also. Second approach, I've already told you how you can fetch the data via normal way. How? With the help of data provider annotations, directly hard-coded data here. Okay. Now, can you do one assignment for me also? uh, I'll go on the product info test. Do you remember we have created some data in this hard-coded way? है ना? So can you do the same with the help of registration? Sorry, Excel file now. Same thing. Try to maintain one more sheet. See, if you really want to create one more Excel file separately, do it. But rather, I'll recommend you to create one more sheet here only from this plus sign. Just give a sheet name, provide all your information here. That's it. Whatever data you have to read, that Excel file will read. You just need to maintain one data provider, which will be fetching all the data from where? Excel file. And the same data then you can provide here. So try to do it at your end. Okay. For a practice point of view, also let us try to scale this framework. Hmm? Okay. Now, I have told you one normal approach of data provider in the hard-coded way. Okay. Second approach I have told you about the Excel file also, and we have sorted the issue. Third thing, let us see, because try to understand, guys, real-time way. Interview will ask you, Nishant, can you tell me other way also? Because this Excel file in normal way, it's old method. Can you tell me, can I keep some data in the text file also? Some notepad file? So we can do that. So for that case, we highly recommend use to .csv files. CSV files is also a normal text file only. I'll show you. I have already created one CSV files for you in the notepad only. Just for this demo purpose, just give me a second. Okay. Yes. So I have this one CSV file. Okay. But how does this CSV file looks like? It is also written in terms of your rows and columns. Hmm? Can you see? One row, two row, three row. But to be true, CSV file does not count the columns. Means it does not understand the columns. It understands only the rows. Okay? Which you have to separate every column with the comma sign. No quotations, no dot, nothing. Just a plain text. That is why it's a text format, notepad format, or a CSV format. So you have to maintain a data in this format. You just forgot about the keeping the headers also. Just maintain the data. Okay? And you have to save it via registration.csv. This is mandatory. Okay? Because this is a text file only. Now, how to read this text file, guys? There is one more dependency. Like we have a dependency to read the Excel file like Apache POE XMLs. Similar way, we have a dependency called as OpenCSV. I remember. So let us do what? Now, this is done from my end. I don't need Excel file now. Let's try to do some testing on registration page only. But this time, what I'll do, instead of this thing, I can create one more method, or rather I'll do it later on. First, let us try to write one CSV util also. The same way we have written this Excel util now. To read that CSV util also, guys, see, you need not to remember the code. 100% I'm guaranteeing you need not to remember the code. For Excel file, yes, there can be 1% chance that the code can be asked from you, but only 2-3 lines. So prepare it. But for CSV and all these things, it is never asked. So for that case, since I don't have anything here, I have already written this utility for you. I really don't want to waste the time, and because it's a one-time effort. The same thing you can find it on the net also, because right now we are doing what? Scaling our framework. So I can take this CSV util from my previous project. Let me a second. And I have the similar utility. Okay, here also. Okay. So it's a simple, a simple code, one-time effort. You need not to actually understand. But I'm telling you how to, debug this code. What is the things are written there. But this is a code. Later we will understand it. But the question is, what dependency do we need? So we need one OpenCSV dependency. So I'll take the dependency from either you can take it from the Maven Google. Now you know. Otherwise, I'll give the project in the zip format. You can take it from there itself. So I can take the dependency from here also. So I have this Apache POE XMLs previously. I have one OpenCSV. Yeah, this is the one. So 5.10 version, you can take it, guys. Okay. It's the latest version only. And do what? You have to come inside your pom.xml file. And inside the pom.xml file, just after your this Apache POE XMLs and all these things, you do what? You click it and paste it. Control Shift F, formatting, and it will start downloading. Can you see? Right, just bottom. It built my project again. But still to be double sure, you do what? You right click on your project, okay, and Maven update project. Simple. It will do what? It will make you double sure that yes, your project is built up completely. You have your downloaded dependency of Open CSV. Where you will find it? You will find it inside the Maven dependencies. Let us check it. Do we have that? Open. Otherwise, it will be hard to find. But still, let us see. Okay, can you see this? OpenCSV 5.01 jar. So it got downloaded in your jar format. Now, let us come on to my CSV util and see if it is still giving you errors. No. Why? because now you have the dependencies. So everything got downloaded from where? From that jar files. So now let us try to understand what this is saying. Just for your understanding, I'm telling you, otherwise it's of no use. Similar way, you have to maintain one path. ठीक है? Path of what? Wherever your data is stored. ठीक है? So where my CSV is stored, I have not stored it yet. So it should be stored same thing. Where my Excel is stored, src test resources test data. So let us go inside that only. Src test resources test data. I only have one thing, user registration. But now let us do what? I'll do a quick, first of all, let me just delete it. I'll do a quick drag and drop from my utility. Okay, yes, I have this one. So you can just directly do a drag and drop inside your test data. Simple. Copy. That's it. Now you have what? One CSV file also there in your project. Okay. Okay. You are maintaining the same path here also, guys. Okay. Now what you're doing? You're just reading the file. It's a file, your method name. At the time of reading this method, you have to give the CSV name exactly. Okay. Okay. But this is what? You are maintaining the CSV file in terms of path plus name plus .csv format. The same thing we have done for Excel. Now, for reading the CSV file, we have to use one class as CSV reader. So I'm creating the object of this reference of this CSV reader. Creating an object of CSV reader, and inside the CSV reader, what we have to give? The path name exactly with the help of .csv file extension. Okay, fine. Now, in reading this, you have to read it all. All means entire everything, whatever is written here. There is no concept of rows and columns I'm saying you. The only concept is there of rows, no concept of columns. So you are reading it inside the rows. So you have already created what? A list of string of arrays. Why a string of arrays? Because in the single row you have what? Multiple data. है ना? Similarly, in the second row you have multiple data. That is why it is returning you a list of string of arrays. At the end, what you're doing? I'm closing the reader. Simple. But same thing what we did for the Excel utility, you have to return the two-dimensional array na, in the terms of rows and columns only. So what I am doing, I'm trying to create one object saying that I have the number of rows and I am not mentioning the column. Okay. I am running the loop on the rows only. Simple. And storing where? The data entirely in this reference variable with this index. And I am doing what? Returning the data at the end. So since you're returning the data, it is what? A two-dimensional array object or not? Yes. Simple, guys. This CSV name you have to give from your test data. This will be appended here with the .csv extension and with this path. Perfect. It's a simple thing. That's what I'm saying. No, even if you really want to understand the code, it's very simple. So now let us do what? I'll go again in the registration page test. And this time what I'll do? This time I have to read the data from where? From my CSV util. So I'll create one more data provider, copy and paste it, data provider, but this time getting the get user data from CSV file, something. What is the name of the CSV file? I think name is, yes, okay. It is the registration only. Perfect. No extension. Why? Because extension is automatically added here. Okay, sorry, this is not. I have to change the method name. It is method name is CSV data. Okay, come on the registration page. You have to change the method name as CSV data. Okay, and this is what? CSV utils we have utils. Yes, perfect. Now this is doing what? It is reading this CSV data, the name of the file you're already providing, which is appended with .csv. Perfect. And now this method will give you what? Again, the two-dimensional array object, guys. See. And you're returning the same thing from here. Now, what is the next step? You have to give this path or the method name here. Why? Because this time you really want to read the data from where? CSV file. If you really want that, Nishant, I really want to have one more method, create one more test method for this one, Excel file. Work fine. Okay, but let us see now. This time I should get some data like Kunal, Suraj, and Kamal, and already I have fixed an issue of log out and register. So let us double click, right click, run as TestNG test, and see if it is really working or not. CSV data, Kunal and Rahul and all these things. Perfect. One time, two time, and yes, three time. Perfect, guys. Got it? See, no issues. It's very simple because once you know the approach now, these templates becomes easy for you to understand. We have already done a lot of things in the framework side till now. So most of the coding things are done. Page chaining and all these things. Now it's all about how you can scale your framework. Perfect. Okay. Now, next part. These things are done. So I have told you how to get the data from some CSVs, Excel files, a normal, hard-coded way, properties files. Most of the things are done from that data-driven testing point of view. Now, let us go on, not here. I'm removing this now. Rather, I'll go, okay, to this same accounts page, open cart, and we'll see what. Okay, so, okay, yes, see this now. One very important thing in terms of coding perspective. I'm just searching for a MacBook and that we have already done. है ना? We have clicked till here. We have, if you remember, we have done some product info test now. See, we have done some product info test. Let me come on this product info test. Yes, yes, I remember. So we have done what, guys? है ना? We have actually searched for multiple products, checked the images, number of counts of images, and checked what? The headers. I hope you remember this. But today, let us try to do something extra. What is that? What if I ask you, guys, can you get this sort of data for me along with this information also? Because this is left exactly, which is really a need. How will you fetch it? In terms of same key and value pair. Hmm? What is the way to do it? Okay, just a general question. Consider me an interviewer. If I'm asking you, which class will you use to fetch all these details? Means forget about this. The first one only, the key and value pairs. Which class will you use? I've already told you. The last session we discussed in Java. Hmm? Tell me, guys, come on. Did we use the hash map concept, key and value pairs? Huh? We use, na? So, what is the issue? See, just give me a second. Okay, now let us do what? First of all, we have to create the bilocators. Obviously, we have to do it. There's no other way. So, search it. And can you see one thing? What? It isn't present in forms of list. Brand Apple. This is one. This is in one li. Brand and Apple. Okay. But in next three LIs, what I have the key and value pair, product code, reward points, availability. ठीक है? How to create XPath, first of all these things. So can I create a XPath with this class? And then I can just give the child elements. So see, Control F, UL, and class is this one. I'm getting one of 13. And inside this, I have li direct child. I still am getting one of 48. So what I can do, let me just figure it out and check here. This is something. But who is the parent of this UL? Let me just go upside. And can I check this? This is the div ID content. This seems to be distinct for me. So can I just add one more thing here? Double slash and div at the rate ID is equals to what? Content. Okay. Now can you see what I'm getting? One of six. Why? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. But first of all, I just want to fetch that data only for this 4.1234. So what I can do? So see this, I am saying I really want to have the data for first one. Okay. So, okay. It is giving me one of two. I have two ULs, this means. inside this content of div ID, I have two ULs. So can I say I really want to fetch only the first UL only? See, as soon as I am putting the capture group first, can you see exactly? And it consists of how many LIs now? One, two, three, four. Similar thing, I can create one more XPath for my second data also, this 2 and 2. So, but let us try to store this data first of all. And okay, you have to go where? You have to go on your product info page here. This is the product info page. You have to maintain all the headers here only now, because you have to do what? You have to read the data this time from the product information page. So you have to go in the product info page, create some more private final by locators, like I'm saying product metadata, metadata and by dot xpath. This is one of my xpath. Perfect. Can I maintain one more by locator, guys? For this second column, second index, see 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Okay, I can maintain one more by locator. I'm just copying it from here and paste it. I just want to change the name. It's metadata. And this is what? Second is my pricing information. Okay. So I'm changing product price. Okay. And I have to change where? My XPath with the second index. Perfect. It should give me all the LIs. Okay. My XPath is also ready. Now what I have to do? I have to write one method. What method? Hmm? I have to fetch the data, guys. है ना? Metadata and the pricing data also. So how to read it? I'm saying, first of all, I'm trying to create one public void, and I'm saying get product metadata. Okay, something like this, a meaningful name. And how to read it now? Simple. Can I first of all say element util dot weight elements? Okay, I have element util, not util. Sorry, weight elements. This time elements I have to use. So I'm saying, what is the locator? I have the product metadata, and how much time you really want to wait? I want to wait for mm, constant, not this one, app constants dot short. Okay, so I have waited for short duration of time. But after waiting for this, this will return to me? It will return to me a list of web elements. Perfect. Okay, where to store it? Obviously, I have to store in my list of web elements. So I'm storing inside the list of web elements. So I am saying this is meta list, something meaningful. Okay. Now, what is the next step? First of all, can I just print the size of it to be double sure? Total size of metadata is what? It is meta list dot size. Okay. Now, after printing the size, what should I do? Obviously, I have to iterate the loop. है ना? Then only it will work. But you tell me one thing. Just a second. I hope I'm audible, guys. Probably some issues there, the connection level. I'm audible. Hello. Am I audible, correct? Guys, can you just confirm me? Hello. Hello.
You weren't audible till now.
I'm audible.
Now you are audible.
Okay. Okay, fine. So I will explain you this thing. Okay, thank you. There was some connection issue. Fine. So now what you're doing, you have to fetch the metadata. Okay. So for that, you have to wait for the element visibility, all the elements, this one. Once you verify that you have your elements visible, where should you store it? Inside the list of web elements. So first of all, I'm doing what? I'm printing the size. Perfect. Now, try to understand. I have to now iterate the loop. Why? Because I have to fetch this information. Okay. So I am saying this is how a for each loop works. Perfect. Okay. But the question is, let us suppose I got a text. Guys, try to understand now. What this will give me? it will give me these lines. First of all, it will give me brand Apple. Then it will give me what? Product code 18. Then it will give me reward points. Then it will give me this one. But in the column format. है ना? So let us suppose I am storing it inside the string text. Cool. But this text consists of what? It consists of information like this. Try to understand. I'm just copying it for you and control V. In this way. So this is what I got the first text. But tell me one thing, how to segregate it, which I really want to get the values only. Is there any way, guys, I can do something? I can apply some methods on this text that I really want to get the value only. Method from Java. Hmm? Can I apply a normal split function with this colon approach or not? This will give me what? Split function gives me what? String of arrays. Hmm? See, I'm just throwing inside where? String of meta. So now this meta consists of what? Two things, key and value. But I am saying I really want to fetch two things. String, key, how to fetch meta, and I really want to get the key. Okay, how to fetch the value? I am saying meta. You go at the first index and trim it also. Simple. So you're storing the value in the key and value format. Why I have done this? Hmm? Because I really want to do what? Store my value in the hash map. Okay. So how to store the value in the hash map then? Can I create one uh, object of hash map also? Hmm? Where? At the class level or wherever you want. So I'm creating one uh, map string string, and I am saying product info, or not not initializing it here. Let it be like this. And I am doing a import also. Public map this one. Now, how to store the data, guys? I have to use what? First of all, product info is equals to new hash map. I have to initialize this. And after initializing, what I have to do? I have to put the data. Product info dot put method is there. If you remember from the hash map, what is the key? Key is this one, values this one. That's it. It will iterate the entire loop and it will try to store all the values. Perfect. So this is one of the method created for me for fetching the metadata. Okay. Now, in the similar way, if I really want to fetch the details for the info, also product uh, price also. So can I create one more? Uh, what? Like something get product price retail in this way, and then I do what? Hmm? Tell me. Same thing again. Element util dot wait for elements. Visibility. What is the locator this time? This time it is product price, and I am saying it is a constant dot short period of time. It is also returning me what? It is also returning me a list of web element. And this time I'm storing inside where? Price list. Simple. Okay. Same thing you have to do. But this is giving you what? See, it is giving you two things. This one and this one. I don't have any key and value pair here. But I really want this is also to be stored in some sort of key and value pair. So what I can do? First of all, see guys. I have stored the list inside this one. First of all, I am printing the results like total size of price list is something, uh, just a second, something your price list dot size. Okay. After printing the size, what I want? Hmm? Understand. In this price list, I have two things. What are that? I have this, I have this. So I'm not running a loop. I'm just fetching the information in this way. Price list dot get. Get what? At 0th index, I really want to get the text. Simple. It is going to give me what? It is going to give me the first text, which is $2000. So I'm storing inside the simple way. Product price in this way. Product price. Okay. But I really want to store the same thing where? In my hash map. Okay. But I am storing one more thing, which is external. Can you see? This is what? Excluding text. This is the dollar information. So I'm also storing one more time, but this time I am fetching the first information. Okay. And I am storing inside some excluding product price. It is without text. Excluding text. Perfect. But this is going to give me what? Entire everything. So I am saying, first of all, as soon as you're fetching the text, you do a split. Split on this function also with what? With this one. And you try to fetch the what? The first position value. Means this one only. That's it. Okay? And you do a normal trim also. Simple. So this is having what? This information. This is having what? This information. Now how to put this both things in the product hash map also? See, I am using the same product info hash map dot put method, but this time I don't have the key. This is only the values now. है ना? I don't have the key. So can I say key is my customized one? What is that? Like in this way. This is my customized key. What is the value? This is the value. Can I keep one more thing? Product info dot put method. And this time I'm saying excluding text price. What is the information? I have this information. Copy and paste it. Simple. Hmm? But this product info has not been initialized here. This is only the part of this one, which is already initialized here. So don't you think that this time in this method, guys, this product info will give me what? Null pointer exception? Because this product info is fetched from here and this is null. है ना? So do I need to initialize it here also? No. I can do one thing. See, try to understand. I can create one. Understand. See, I'm just telling you. This is a little bit tricky, but it's a good level of coding. I'm creating one more public method. ठीक है? Entirely. And I am saying product, get all product info. Get all product or huh, info, something like this. This is my complete method. Okay? And in this complete method, I am doing what? I am trying to create an object of this. Not here. Not here, but here. Okay? As soon as I'm creating an object of this product hash map, now try to understand what I'm saying. I am internally calling both methods. This method also here. And second is what? Get product price also. Simple. Data. It should be data. I am changing the data here also. Simple. So now I have one method, guys, which is actually fetching and keeping all the informations. Simple. And let me make it private also because I don't want anyone else to use it. So I'm making both the methods are private. And I'm just having one common public method to be utilized. What is that? Hmm? It is this product info. Get product all information. This is the one. Perfect. It is first of all initialize. Now it is calling this product in metadata method. It is doing what? It is keeping all the data inside this product in the key and value format. Okay. Now it will again fetch what? This method, second method. It will again keep all the information inside this product info, which is already been initialized where? Here. Perfect. And at the end, can I print the product info here also? Or rather I'll do in the next line. I am saying print the entire product info. Simple. ठीक है? And I am saying at the end you do what? Return product info also. And since you're returning the product info, what should be return type? It should be the map. Simple. So now I have one method created exactly which is giving me the entire information, all the data, all these four and these two. Perfect. Now I can write a simple test case going inside the product info and come down, and I am writing one more test method saying that this is just for my testing entire product information. What is that? So I'm saying public void um, product info test. Okay. Inside this, what I have to do? Hmm? I have to use what? Search results page only. See, I have to use what? This login page was working fine for me. You know, it was giving me account page. Same account page, I have to use it here again. Dot what? I have to call do search method again. Account. Just give me a second. Do search method. What do you want to search? I want to search MacBook something. Okay. If you're searching the MacBook, where you have to store it? I have to again store it inside the search results page. Okay. Since you're storing inside search results page, what I have to do? See, now let us go by process. First of all, I am doing a login. Okay. I am searching a particular information. I searched. So this is what I am searching for. MacBook. Okay. It searched. Then what I have to do? I have to click na onto this MacBook Pro or something like this. So I am with the help of the search results page. I am doing a click. Dot select. Select was there. Select product. Which product? I really want to select this product. MacBook Pro. Okay. On selecting means on clicking. What will you get? I will actually get the product info page. And now from this product info page, what do you want? The entire information. What information? See, get all the product info. And where should be storing it? I should be storing inside my the hash map. Exactly. All product info. Perfect. So let us try to run this method and see if it is working fine or not. And then we will do some assertions also, guys. Okay. Double click, run as TestNG test. Chrome is the browser. Let it open. First of all, it will log in, search for a product, MacBook Pro, click. Then it will fetch all the information here. No assertions I have done till now, but let us see if it is printing or not. Okay, guys, can you see? Brand Apple, availability out of stock, product this, and total meta size is what? 4. Okay. Total price list is what? 2. Can you see? Exact entire list is got printed where? See, excluding text price and what is that? Reward points, everything is there. So can I just copy it from here and let me save it for my purpose in this way? So can you just check it out if it is working fine or not? Yes, it is printing me, fetching me entire everything in the similar way. Perfect, guys. Now, how to do the assertions? I think it's very simple now. You can do it. How? See, I'm just writing a couple of assertions for you. Assert equals you can write. And inside this, what you can give? I can give all product info. Okay. From this all product info, what do you want to get? I really want to get one key. What is that key? I really want to get the brand. And against brand, what is the value? I am expecting a value as what? Apple. Perfect. Same thing I can do for others also, guys. I have 6 datas now. I'm just keeping it perfectly fine. So this time I really want to get the data from availability also. Okay. What is the value? I have this value availability. Okay. Let me just copy paste it again quickly. And what is the third value? I have this product price. Against this product price, what is the value? I have this $2000. Okay. And let me check this product code also. Product code. And what is the product code? 80 control X control Y. Just a second. What was that? Product code now. Just give me a second. Okay, it was product 18. Perfect. And just check this one more thing, excluding, let us forget it, reward points. One more thing only. So much is already done. And this is 100. Okay. Now let us see if it is working fine or not. And let me remove this one. Let us do the 5 assertions only, guys. Okay. Let us do a quick round of assertion for this also. Then I'll tell you one more important thing. First of all, it will let it fail or pass whatever it is doing. Perfect. And let us go on to this part. Guys, can you see? All the assertions are working fine perfectly. But you tell me one thing. Let's suppose my one of the assertion got failed. I am saying availability is, I am checking against out of stock. But by mistake, I write it down as 7. Out of stock 7. Will my assertions after this one, after 89th line be checked? Means 19th line, 90th, 91st, 92. Let us see first of all how this will work. It is again opening. It will do the same thing. But now see, is my assertions passed or failed? So obviously my assertions will be failed. But see the issue. First of all, it checked that out of stock 7 is not found. है ना? This is perfect. But did assertions after that line? No. It just sent you that Nishant, your second assertion is failing. But might be my rest 3 assertions are passing. Who will check it? How this will be getting checked? It is not checked at all. It is getting terminated. So guys, these assertions which are coming from TestNG, assert equals, are called as hard assertions. One more interview question. So for that case, if you really want that Nishant, let one of your assertion fail. Obviously your test will fail because of the issue. But I really want you to check the other assertions also. Let it fail at the end. But I really want to check it 90th line, 91st, 92 line also. So what will you do in this case? So for that case, we have one more class coming from the TestNG only. What is that? Can anyone tell me? It's a very simple interview question. We have to use soft assertions. What do you mean by soft assertions? So with the help of soft assertions, guys, it will make sure that all the assertions are checked, even if they are failing or passing. And at the end, it will generate the results. How to use it? See, so you have to create one soft assert class coming from where? Org TestNG. Okay, I am saying s soft assert is equals to new. So you have to create an object of this soft assert. Soft assert, simple. Okay, now instead of this assert, you have to use what? This reference variable, so. So, 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 and so, and so. And at the end, guys, if you really want to print all the results, you have to use dot assert all method is there. Don't forget you have to use it. So dot assert all. This will do what? It will give you all the results, whether all your results are failing or passing. Perfect. Now, can we just check this time how this will behave? Instead of hard assert, if I'm using soft assert, how this will behave? Let's see. Let us come now. So obviously your test will be passed, sorry, failed at the end. Why? Because the out of stock which you were expecting is not correct. But let us see, did it check other assertions? So can you see, guys, this out of stock is failed. Hmm? And at the end, it give you, just give me a second. Other just give me a second. How this is checking? Just give me a second. It is not showing a what? Just give me a second. Let us try to run it again and see if it is showing you or not. Just give me a second. Product info test. Okay. Okay, let us try to run it again once. Okay, it is giving the failed assertions are this one. Just give me a second. ORG TestNG. Mm, Let us do what? Let us let me check it again. Soft assert. Select request to new. Soft assert, and this is the one. Okay, let us do what? Assert equals. mm, Assert equals. Okay, I don't know. It is creating some issue or what? Assert equals. Okay, and this is assert all only. Okay, assert all. Let us check it. Mm, Otherwise, we'll see it. Okay, let us run it again. First of all, it is checking all these things. And okay, let us say I don't know why it is not giving you all the pass and fail info. Product info check. Just give me a second. Let me try to check with correction also. Okay. I'll check some issues there or what. Okay. Yeah. And this is, it's coming perfectly fine. Mm, Okay, I don't know. Okay, let us check it later on. Probably some issues there. I don't know why it is failing, not giving the exact info I want. Otherwise, it would have given you a list that all these sessions passed and all these sessions failed. Okay, I'll check it later on. Fine, this is failing only. That is fine. Okay, guys, I'll check it later on. It is giving you that thing only. Assert equals, but I don't know. Have they changed the way to present it or what? But okay, let it be. Fine. Okay, I'll just tell you, again, next session. If this is the similar way, they are printing or they have changed the way. Okay, but soft assert is what something if you really want that I really want to check all my assertions, even if it is failing. Okay, it will surely give me all the results as fail only at the end, but it will tell me that how many assertions are failing and how many assertions are passing. Perfect. Okay. Now let us do what? Uh, Let us try to run this entire product info test once. Okay. And then we will see one more important thing. What is that? Inside this test output folder, you will generate some reports. But let us try to see by running this entire file how this is behaving. Okay. Let it run first of all entirely. Okay. So many test cases are there about CS, all these searching and all these things. Product info images. Okay, and at the end it gave me that this is running file, incorrect for me. It is giving from the soft assert only. Can you see this soft assert and all these things? But I don't know. Probably they have changed the way of what it is that. But see, overall 7 test cases are there. 6 are passing. 1 is failing. Let it fail. Okay, because I really want you to show the reports. How does that? You just come on the framework, right click and refresh it. Okay, as soon as you refresh it in the test output folder, guys, there are the reports coming from the TestNG also. What are that reports? There are two reports. One is your index.html report and one is your emailable report.html. But let us see first of all about index.html report. You have to just open with web browser. Can you see a simple plain report got generated from the TestNG only? It is saying that Nishan, this is the product info test method which is failing one of the method, but this is the entire test. See, and in this test I have 7 methods. One is failing, 6 are passing. Perfect. A simple way to show the report. And what are pass methods are there? These are the pass methods. How about fail? This is my failed method. See, so it is giving the entire everything. Okay, a simple plain English report. It is giving you what all data you have used. See, can you see this here? Okay, so this is one of the report coming from the TestNG index.html report. Similar way, we have one more report called emailable report.html. Let me open with the web browser. Can you see a little more fancy report generated from the TestNG only? It is giving you what? Total 6 pass, 1 fail. This is a failure. If you really want to get the info, it is giving you exact info wherever it is failing. But for all test cases you have worked on, see, it is giving you parameters also. Parameter 1, 2, Canon, Canon EOS, everything it is giving to you. So this is one of the two reports got automatically generated from where? From the TestNG side. What are the reports? Index.html and emailable report.html. Okay. Okay. So these were the two reports coming from the TestNG only. Now, let us see something different now. What is that? Guys, till now what we have seen that we are running our test cases from this file only. But how about if I am saying I really want to run all my test cases from some common file? Means I really want to run all these classes. How this can be done? So now we have to use the approach of test runners. So in the test runners, if I have told you in the SRC test resources, I have this files, regression file, XML file. Do I have anything here? Till now, no, I don't have. So now let us see how to run the entire suite in a single go. So for that, we have already some templates created. You need not to, just write it down from your hand. I'll already take one. Let me see if I already have one. Okay, yes, I have that. Okay, I'll just paste it out here. Okay, I have one template. Template says that this XML file, you can give it any name. It should start with suite. It should end with suits here. Okay, this suite, guys, consists of multiple test blocks. Test 1, test 2, test 3, and on what basis these tests are there? On the basis of classes. So it's always recommended that for every class, like I have accounts page, login, product info, register, search product, for every class you should have one test block. Okay, name you can give anything. A login page test, accounts page test, search page test, product info page test, register page test, whatever you want to give it, give it. I have 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, yes, 5 files. And for every file, I have the test block. And inside this test block, what I have? Classes. You have to give the package name dot class. Like accounts page, let me check it. Accounts page test, search product test, okay, product info test, and register page test. Okay, so these are the 5 classes. Perfect. Suite name you can give anything. So I'm just given open card application test regression suite. What is verbose? Verbose means that in what way you really want to generate some logs, automatically logs. So verbose you can set from 1 to 10, but ideal mark is 4. It will give you a decent debugging logs in your console. Okay. So now let us try to run from here only instead of single file. Okay, guys. Okay, let us see. Will this work fine entirely all my automation suite or not? Run as TestNG suite. Okay, it'll do everything. All the classes it will run in the sequential mode. Try to understand one by one. See, third, let it open. Let it work. Then it will open the fourth also. See, all the test cases are running in what? In the sequential mode. And the last test case for the registration, I suppose. Perfect. I think one of the test cases will fail. That is deliberate. But let it fail. Okay. Let me just first of all remove this, guys. A lot of things are there. Okay. Now, can you see one thing? That these are the total test cases. How many are these? 19. Out of which 18 are passing. One is failing, that we know. But can you see entire information coming here? See, in the proper way. Hmm? So this is how, if you really want to run the entire test suite, you have to run with the help of some common runner files. Okay? Tomorrow you can write some sanity also. Sanity means what? You're just giving few test cases, few test classes. Perfect. But are we going to run our entire automation suite in the sequential mode only? Or can we run all these classes, all the test blocks in a parallel mode? Means on every browser, like I really want to open 5 browsers, and on that 5 browsers, one test case running fine. Can we do in this way? Because right now I showed you it's a sequential mode. So see guys, we can do this. How? We have to pass a couple of more parameters. What is that? One is your thread count. Uh, Thread count equal to what? I have 5 test cases, so I'm saying let it run in 5 threads. Thread means what? A simulation of users. So every thread will pick its every class and will run in the parallel mode. How? In this way. You have to pass one more parameter. Parallel is equals to what? Tests. Why tests? Because every test block will run in the parallel mode. Okay. So you have to pass these two parameters, thread and parallel. This will make sure what? That all your test classes are being picked in the parallel mode. Every thread is picking one class. We have total 5 threads, total 5 classes will be picked. Total 5 test blocks will be picked. Okay, fine. Let us try to run it, but before this, let me try to remove this. A lot of things are there. Let me just check it. Mm, okay, so many browsers are there. Okay, now let us go there and let us try to run all our test cases in the parallel mode. 5 Chrome browsers will be open, guys, in front of you within a short duration of time, and then it will pick. Can you see? Chrome, 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 Chrome. Perfectly fine. See, can you see in the parallel mode? I'm just showing you. All the test cases are running in the parallel mode. See, 1, 2, 3, and all these running. See, all have been open in the parallel mode. Perfectly working fine at its own end, doing whatever it is want to do. No sequential. And now can you see this time the report is so quick? Obviously, one test case will fail. But can you see? That is what the execution time reduced. See, 5 Chromes got opened in the 5 parallel mode. Okay, got it? Fine. Now, you can ask me a question, Nishan. That is fine. But if I really want to run my parallel test case in multiple browsers, like I am saying, I really want to run the login test in Chrome, account in Firefox, this is an Edge, again Chrome, Firefox and Edge. How this will work? A different case is there. Because right now what is happening, try to understand from where this Chrome is getting passed. Hmm? From my config properties. If you remember, we have already written the code. See, Chrome is getting passed from here. But now understand, if I am saying you have to run on the Edge also, Chrome also, Firefox also, are you going to maintain multiple browsers here? No, this is not the correct way. Then what? Hmm? See this. You have to pass one more tag as parameters from every class. What is the tag name? I'll just take it from my previous project. Never do the copy, never do the hard code manual writing for this such things. You can directly take this code. It's also a template only. I'll just take it from, just give me a second. Okay. See, this is my simple parameter. Parameter I am passing browser from my TestNG file only. I am saying this time run on the Chrome. Same thing I am saying for the account also. You run on the Firefox. Same thing I am saying for the search test. You run on the Edge. Same thing I am from the product also, that you also run on the Chrome, and last you run on again Firefox. But so every browser, every case test class will run on its specific browser, Chrome, Edge, Firefox. But what is the issue right now? That this is good. You are passing the value from here. But who is reading this value now? You have already written the hard-coded point in the properties files, but this time you're saying, Nishant, I am passing parameter from the XML file. Hmm? So you are sending the parameters from testng.xml. You have to read this parameter. How? Hmm? See this. Now what I'm saying, see this guys. A small code is there. I have to again go on my base test. This time I'm going on the base test. Now in the base test, I'm saying what? You have to pass one parameters annotation coming from where? TestNG only. And in this, what you have to give? The same name of parameter you have given there. You have given the browser you have given the same name, you have to give the base test also, so that this browser with the parameters annotation can read directly your data coming from testng.xml file. Now, if you are reading this data, you have to pass and hold this data somewhere else, somewhere here also, no? Because understand, if you're getting the data, you have to store it somewhere. So I'm storing inside the method parameter. Now understand, after initializing this property and all, since after doing this init properties, what I'm saying, it is going to return me what? A driver. Perfect from here. Okay. URL it fetched, but it is saying that browser is also getting fetched from where? From the properties. But this time I don't want this. What I want, that the browser should be fetched from my XML. But in the init properties method, guys, I have already written that you fetch the driver from properties. So now understand, I am saying, what if your browser name, which is coming from the testng.xml file, uh, is not equal to null. Try to understand. If you are getting something from XML file, now you have to update your properties. Hmm? What is the key in the properties files? See, you have the keys, this one. So at the runtime only, try to update your properties whose key is browser with what name? With this name. At the runtime only. It won't be shown to you. And now if you are updating the value, guys, tell me one thing. As soon as you initializing the property, from where this will getting its property? Hmm? It will be setting the property with the help of this prop reference. Then the same properties will be fetched where? Inside this init properties method from this config properties. Okay. And the config properties you have already set now, this time at the runtime. With what name? With the browser name coming at the runtime. Now see, since you are now reading the properties from that updated data, you can initialize the driver. See, now you're getting the browser from where? Obviously, this time also you're getting the browser from the properties files also, but the updated one at the runtime. That is what we have written a small line of change in the code that read the data this time from parameters coming from the testng, but updated in the properties files also. Simple. Because I really want my multiple test case to be executed. Let us see if this will work or not, because I really want to show you that multiple test case should be running on the multiple browsers, guys. Right now I have only the Chrome browsers that is acting for me. Let me just close it out. Uh, okay, just give me a second. Okay, fine. Now let us see if this code is working for me or creating an issue. I have to again to my regression file and do what? Right click, run as. Now this time you will see, guys, around two Firefox, one Edge and two Chrome will open in front of you. Can you see? Firefox, Edge, Chrome, Chrome, Firefox. Perfect. See this. Edge, Chrome and Firefox all in the parallel mode. Can you see, guys? Perfectly working fine. Hmm? And let us go on the report. Does it work? So it is taking some time. Let it find. But let us go on the report also. Meanwhile, see, it is still working, but in the parallel mode with multiple browsers. The same you can see how. See, in the first line, can you see? First, okay, let it find how many test cases. Okay, one test case failed. That is fine. Firefox, Edge, Chrome, Chrome, and what? Firefox. Two Firefox, one Edge, and two Chrome. And this is what and how you have to perform the parallel testing with the multiple browsers. Hmm? Okay. Now, this is what parallel testing works. Perfect. How? The concept of thread. So thread is what? A normal simulation, a virtual user that is picking every test block and running its test case on its specific parameter, whatever you have sent it from here. So I've sent it from here, Chrome, Firefox, Edge, it will work in this way only. Okay. Okay. But what happens, guys? Sometimes when you have 100 plus of test cases, na, so report generations and all these things can be a glitch. Means for the failure test, I have seen this thing. It can show you sometimes a negative report also. Why? Because multiple test cases are running in fine in the parallel mode with this thread count. So what happens? Multiple thread, like two threads can attack this single class. And because of which there can be a false failures. So to remove this, what we have to use? We have to use one class coming from the Java. That is a thread local concept. A thread local class. I'm telling you this advanced concept, guys. This is a perfect thing. You know, if you're telling to the interviewer, na, he'll be impressed. Why? What happens? Try to understand. Browser you have set different. But can you tell me this driver factory, the driver that you are using is the same now? The only same driver you are using everywhere in all the threads? Same driver you are giving to all the threads. That is why some issues can occur. So let us try to implement one important thing, that is a thread local concept. Hmm? So we have to implement the same in the driver factory class also, only because this is where my driver is there. So this time I am saying what? That every thread should get its local or a copy of this driver whenever he is trying to execute the test case in the parallel mode. So now every thread, instead of using this single driver, will have its own copy of this driver, guys. It's a pure, framework creation part of you. How you have to do? Hmm? See this. So I am creating one uh, thread local class variable and initializing it. How? See this. I am saying public static thread local. Yes. Can you see coming from Java? You have to use this only thread local and give it what? The generics. What is generics? So I have to use this WebDriver as a generic. Why? Because I have to give a copy of driver everywhere. And I am creating an object of this thread local, saying this is my thread local driver is equals to new uh, thread local and perfect. So this is how my thread local class got initialized. It is obviously null, nothing is there, but this driver will now be given everywhere, a copy of it. How? I am telling you. Let us go to my init driver method. ठीक है? Now guys, try to understand. This driver got initialized. But since now I'm using this new driver, a copy, so instead of this, hmm, you have to use a thread local driver. How? In this way. TL driver dot set method is there. You are setting the driver value as what? The same thing. But a copy of it you are giving to the thread local. Simple. It is the same thing. You are trying to create an object of the Chrome driver. But with the help of this thread local driver, you are setting this value now. ठीक है? Same thing you have to do for Firefox, Edge, Safari, everything. Instead of this, now we are using what? TL uh, driver dot set. What do you want to set? I want to set a new, I think Firefox. Yes, Firefox. Same thing. Let us do for this also Edge and Safari. So this time I am now not using my single driver. Instead, I am using the thread local driver. So I am saying this is Edge. Okay. And one more for Safari. TL. What to set? Safari. Perfect. No, no more changes. So this time you have done what? With the help of this thread local driver, you are setting this or initializing the different browsers. Okay. But right now you have set the values. Safari, Edge, Firefox, Chrome. How to fetch this value then? This driver you were directly fetching. But since you have used a thread local driver, guys, you have set it right now. You're not fetching it. How to fetch it then? So you have to create one simple method that is a get method only. Coming from where? From the same thread local concept. So I'm saying I'm creating one get driver method. In this, what do you want to give? Public static void. Same with the help of TL. Since you have already set, now it's time to get. What to get? The driver. See? So I'm saying, okay, whosoever will call this method, let this driver got written. And since I'm returning the thread local driver, I have to change what? Driver type also. This is my type, na? WebDriver type. But a copy of this driver will be given to all the threads. So this get driver method will make sure that every thread it's getting its own local copy of the driver for the parallel execution. Okay? But let us see if we really need to make some other change in this class because I have the driver. Yes. Can you see this? So now do you want to use this driver? No. This was my WebDriver driver, na? But I am saying that I have to use everywhere what? The thread local driver. So how to fetch this driver? For that I have already created method. See, dot driver method. So since it is a static method, I am calling it directly get driver. This will give you what? The thread local driver, guys. Same thing you have to use it here also. Same thing you have to use it here also. And are you going to return this driver? No. Which driver? This driver. Simple. That's it. No other change. Got it? It's very simple. But guys, this is really, really highly advanced part because uh, you know in the framework creations, now this works. It actually works. That is why I don't told you this thread local class and all these things are Java session. It is not used there, but right now it is used. I hope you understood that instead of now using this single driver, I am giving what? Setting this driver a copy of everything for Safari also, Firefox also, and whenever I am setting the copy, I am using the same driver and returning it from here. Simple. For setting and forgetting, I created one method. To get the method, driver, and for setting, I already have this. Hmm? Now, how to check it? Let us go to the TestNG regression file again. And now this time again run all the tests in the parallel mode. So functionality wise, it is same. See, all the things are working fine. But this time now, thread local driver will get its own copy. So possibilities of issues in report generations, all these things is null. No issue will be there now. Okay, I hope it ran. Yes. 19 cases, 18 are working fine, one is failing. Perfect. Got it, guys. In this way, you have to, implement a framework. I know today's session is a little tricky and advanced, but it has to be. Otherwise, there is no use. I'm not here to create a simple framework and, just over it. Multiple things are there. Now, since we have already implemented now from the coding perspective, can we just close this? And now, can we generate our own reports? Because two reports I've already told you. What is that? Index.html and emailable report.html. But can I generate now my own reports, guys? Because it's high time. Huh? So for customized report, there are two major important reports. What is that? One is chain test report and one is LEO report. Have you heard the name of extent report, guys? Around 1-2 years back? Have anyone heard the extent reports? So extent reports used to work a couple of years back or 1.5 years back, but it has been deprecated from the market right now. And now one more report is there. Replacement of the extent report is the chain test report. So who created this report? I think Anshu is the owner. As far as I know, the same person. Yes, I have this one. So you can open the GitHub page of this one. Yeah, Anshu Arora is there. So Anshu only created the chain test report that was created, I think, years back from his end, the extent report. So there is mentioned that now the extent report is deprecated and we are now using the chain test report in a similar way. Okay, how to use it? So if you really want to read the GitHub blog of this Anshu for chain test, you can just bookmark this URL, the GitHub of chain test. You will find everything there, how to use it. So he's saying that you have to use one configuration, exact same configuration you have to use, and you have to keep it inside the file. Simple. Apart from that, since you are now using some external library, what do you have to use? You have to definitely use one of the dependency also. Okay? So let us see how this will work. So first of all, I'm taking the dependency from my previous project only, guys, because everything works with the dependencies only. It's pom.xml file, and let me come down. Yeah, okay. Okay. Yes, this is one of the dependency. You can also find it on the Maven, but let us use it from here. Copy and let me paste in my project. This is my project. Open CSV. Yes, this is the one. After Open CSV, the latest one. Yes, I have to keep it here. Control V, Control Shift F, and simple. It will start downloading all the chain test report dependencies. And if you're downloading the dependency, you have to make sure right click, refresh, not refresh, Maven, and update. Okay, perfect. Now, what is the ask? You downloaded the dependency, you have to keep this file also. Where? In your SRC test resources. Okay. So I have already created this file. In either you can copy paste from here, or I have already this one. I'll just copy it from here. And what to do, guys? Try to understand. Go in the SRC test resources directly, not anywhere else. Direct SRC test resources and paste it. Simple. Now you will find what? Chain test dot properties, exact name you have to give. Exact name. Okay. What this is saying? It is saying you can give the project name of yours anything. It's up to you. I've given OpenCart UI automation test suite something. Okay. Enabled it's true. It is giving some document title. If you really want to give some document title, you can give. It is giving that whatever reports you will be generating, it will be generated where? Inside the target folder. Inside this, you will be generating a chain test folder, and inside that, you will be having one index.html report generated. Fine. Okay. Do you want dark theme? You want a normal theme? It's up to you. How do you want to store the data line format? In the this format. Simple. Okay. It's as simple as that. Not other change. Along with that, it will also generate one more report called as email.html report. The same way we have two reports from TestNG. a little advanced version, more fancy version, and less version. Okay. Same file, guys, you have to use it as a template. No other change. Okay. So now we have the dependency. Now we have the chain test properties file also. Do you really want to write any code for it? No. He says no need to write any code for it because I have the properties file. I will read this entire properties. I have the dependencies. I will work for you. But how to read these properties? We have to write something now. So guys, understand. For generating these reports and all these things now, we have a concept of listeners. I'll tell you about the concepts of listeners and TestNG also. But listeners are what? Listeners are something which listens to your events. Events means whatever is happening in the test suite. Either a test case of passing, failing, escaping, whatever it is happening, your listeners will listen to this entire events, act accordingly. Okay, so how you have to work? See, you have to go in the base test. Yes, and just add a simple line at the class level. What is that? At the rate listeners. This listeners are coming from where? From the TestNG only. But inside this listeners, you have to add what? The chain test listener class. How? Chain test listener, yes, dot class. Simple. Now, as soon as you will run the entire test automation suite, guys. Right now, can you see you have anything in the target folder like chain test? No, I don't have. I don't have now. But how this will come? See, the property is saying that Nishant, you will be having one chain test folder generated inside the target folder. But right now, I don't have it. So it will come when? When I am running the entire test suite again. So let us do what? Let us try to run the entire test suite again one more time. From the test runners regression file. In the parallel or whatever you want, that's up to you, but let us try to run it. Let it run, guys. Okay, I hope it ran. And if you know in 19 test cases are there, 18 are passing, one is failing. Okay, that is the one. That is same thing, that is fine. Now I want what? To generate the reports, right click and refresh. Simple. Uh, yes. Okay. Now go again in the target folder, guys. Can you see one chain test folder got generated? And in this chain test folder, what you have? Two reports, index.html and emailable.html or email.html. How to open it? Right click, open with web browser. Can you see one fancy report got generated? Hmm? It is giving you all the classes. 4 passed, 1 failed classes. Test methods, 18 passed, 1 failed. Overall 19 test cases. Can you see? A perfect, pure report got generated. All the methods are there with all the methods name. Can you see, guys? See, whosoever is running fail, it's working. It's giving you all the assertions and all these things. See, this is how a customized reports got generated. A simple one. If you really want to search any name like product, it will search. See, and product info test only. Info test. See, it gave only for the product info test. Whatever you really want to have the pass and all these things. See, a beautiful report got generated other than your test engine one. Okay. Can we see what is in the email report? Is it still more fancy or what? Let us see. Open with web browser. And it is simple report, not so fancy, but it is still giving you all the things. 19 test case, 18 pass, 1 fail. And if you really want to skip, that is fine. But it is giving you exact all the report got generated. See, failures and all. But this is how you can use one of the reports. Hmm? Cool. Simple thing, not a very big deal. See, and what is the name of it? Open Cart UI Automation Test Suite. The same thing which we have given. Same way you can generate your reports also. And what is this? Open Cart Application Regression Suite. How, from where it is coming? See, let me go again in the properties. See, open cart UI automation test suite is what? Hmm? It is this one. This is coming from where? Open cart application regression suite. Open cart application test regression suite. From the TestNG. Perfect. So in this way, this is what? A normal two reports from the test and your chain test. Cool. Okay. Now, one more thing. There is one concept of logging also, loggers also coming from the chain test. Like if you really want to have some logs, you know, to be generated from this chain test report, you can do it. So let me just go in the login page test, and inside any of the method, guys, you can just do it. Okay, I'm writing like this. Um, See this. How you have to write? Chain test listener uh, dot log method is there. What do you want to log? I really want to log. Uh, what is it? Okay, page title. Login page title is what? It is account title. Simple, actual title. In this way, you can generate the logs. And whenever you're generating this report again, it will show you where? In your reports. Perfect. Okay. Now, this is a simple plain report. Two reports, it's good report. One more concept is there that for all the failed test cases, right now we are only having one failed test. There can be multiple failed tests now. Are we managing that anywhere? Means we are obviously logging that failures. But have we implemented any sort of screenshot method? Or can we take a screenshot of all those cases which are failing? Hmm? How? See this, guys. So you have to write a method for that. Where to write a method? Either you can create a separate utility for that, or if you really want, you can go inside your uh, driver factory also directly and create a method there. Method name, you can give it anything. I'm just giving it like public void, or let it be static method so that it can be called directly. Static void and some get screenshot. And I'm saying as file something, get a screenshot. Okay. And now inside the screenshot, what method you have to write? This is something to understand. I hope I have told you one thing. JavaScript executor was one of the interface who was implementing remote WebDriver class. है ना? Same way we have one more interface called as takes screenshot interface. See, takes screenshot interface. And if I can you see coming from where? Open org Selenium. Let me just go on this takes screenshot and see this is what a interface. Does this interface have any methods? Let me see. Control O. No, it only have one method saying get screenshot as, and obviously since it is an interface, this method is not implemented. Then who has implemented this method? Hmm? Can I just check it? See, this method is being implemented by, just give me a second, the remote WebDriver class. Open implementation. And can you see who is implementing? Remote WebDriver class. Let us go there and see. The remote WebDriver have actually implemented this get screenshot as method. I'm not going to, just go into inside this code and all this. It is up to them. But see one more thing. In the remote WebDriver class, guys, this is the remote WebDriver class. It is implementing what? Implementing the WebDriver also, JavaScript executor also, and takes a screenshot also. So can one class implement multiple interface or not? Yes. A concept of what? Multiple inheritance. Understanding now? So this takes a screenshot is implemented where? In the remote WebDriver class. Fine. Now, how to utilize this method, guys? Let me just close it out. And how to utilize this method? See. So since this takes a screenshot is a interface, I have to do what? I have to typecast it to the driver. How? See this. I am, because I have to use its method. Okay. So I'm typecasting this to what? To driver. So I've typecast this driver to what? To the takes screenshot method. And this is giving me one method as get screenshot as, which is implemented where? In the remote WebDriver class. So I'm saying output type, you take it as file. Simple. What is the return type of this? Return type is file. So I'm storing the same in file, the reference variable is file. And at the end, I'm doing what? First of all, importing this file from here. And at the end, I'm returning this file also, file reference variable. And since I'm returning this file, what is the return type? I have to make it to file. But this is what? A driver. Do we really want to use this driver? No, I want to use this driver. Why? Because now this time using this driver, na? Thread local one. So you have to now use every time this driver. Got it? A simple code you have to write. Takes a screenshot, you have to typecast it to driver, and then with the help of this takes a screenshot, you have one method coming from there. What is that? Get screenshot as. Store it inside the output type.file. That's it. Okay, fine. But how, for what all test case you have to generate it? Only for the failed test, na? So let us come on the base test. Okay. And as I have written one method called before test, guys. First of all, can I write one method as after test also? For what? For directly closing the driver, because right now I'm manually doing it now. So I'm saying public void tear down method. How to tear down? So I'm saying this normal thing with the help of this driver, whatever where it is, this driver, you just a second. With the help of this driver, you do what? Driver dot close. Simple. Okay. So what will happen? First of all, this before test method will run before all the test case, and at the end, this method will run. Okay. But I am saying one more thing, guys. What is that? That for every failure, now I really want to take some screenshot. So I'm writing one after method also. I'll tell you what after method says. Control Shift O. I'm writing one public void, and I'm saying attach a screenshot. Screenshot. Okay. And this is expecting one I test a result. This is also a template, but still I'm writing in front of you. It is expecting one result interface. I test result interface coming from where? From the TestNG only. It is saying that what? Hmm? If your test result, whatever it is there, is not successful. See, it's not successful. For those case only, guys, take what? Screenshot. How to take? Hmm? So with the help of chain test listener, there is one method. Listener dot embed method is there. Yes, embed method, and it is saying that give me the screenshot. How? So I have to call my screenshot from where? From the driver factory. Dot get a screenshot as file. है ना? And I have to store it in which format? I am saying store it inside my in the image format. Image, PNG or JPEG, whatever you want, right? Just do it. Simple. For what? For all those cases which are failing. So chain test listener will automatically listen all the events, will listen to all the failed test case, will generate the screenshot, will attach to it. Simple. But when will after method run, guys? So try to understand. After every test method, after method will run. After every test method. So as soon as this test method run, chain test listener will learn or will understand format, will generate a screenshot if it is failing. That's it. Hmm? So let us see how this is working. So rather I'll do what? Okay, let us try to go in the test regression file. Okay, and okay, let us first of all try to run from here only. Okay, and I'll delete this chain test folder from here again. Okay, and let us try to run this again. Okay, let us see if it is generating the screenshot or not. Because I checked it. At the time it was not generating, but I'll tell you how this will got generated. But let it run first of all. Okay. Okay. Can you see, guys? All browsers got closed automatically. Why? Because I have written one after test method also, tear down method. But obviously it is 19 test over overall and 18 pass, one fail. I'll just refresh this report again and refresh it. And one more chain test report got generated. For the email.html report, guys, it will not generate a report, not generate a screenshot. Why? Because it is a plain format showing to you that it's a report. But I have to go in the this index.html report and to check whether it is actually generating or not. Otherwise, we will use other method. Okay, it is having one this thing, but for the failure test, uh, failure, or I'll write it down, product info for the failed one. Is it generating or not? Yes, exactly. Can you see why it is generating? Because I wrote that Apple one to be tested, but I'm getting what? Apple. Got it, guys? So this is how you can actually implement the failures also with the screenshots. Simple. Hmm? Okay. Since we are now discussing about the reports, I'll just take 15 more minutes, guys. Otherwise, this topic will be, again piled up. Let us talk about one best report which I find. That's a Allure report. Allure report framework is there entirely, which you can find it on the net. Okay. Okay. And yes, this is the one. If you'll just find it out, Allure report and all these things, you will find it very, very beautiful. It generates very beautiful reports. Obviously, screenshots and all you have to attach to it. But this is how it looks like. It can work with anything. It can work with JavaScript, with multiple frameworks like Behave and all these things. But we have to use with the TestNG. So if you really want to read the documentation, you can read it from here. Otherwise, I am telling you. Otherwise, you'll be lost because you have to download few dependencies, all these things. I'll tell you how to perform this Allure reporting concept, guys. Same thing. You have to download few dependencies. So you can just do the copy paste for this thing from my previous project. So I'll rather use from my, uh, just give me a sec. Yes, from this one. And first of all, I'll keep two reports are there. One is your, can you see Allure report coming from Allure TestNG? I'll copy one dependency, this, and one more dependency is there. This is for this one, aspect.js. Copy both this one. Okay. Okay. Put it in your framework at the dependency level after chain test. Control V, Control Shift F. That's it. But this is saying that you need to give one version also. So guys, understand. For all those things, now you can maintain the common versions here. For Selenium also you can maintain here. For anything you really want to maintain, you can maintain it. So otherwise, you really want to give it hard coded, it's up to you. But I have maintained one version at the properties level. So I'm saying I'm giving that same version here also. Control Shift F, let this reports got downloaded, the jar files, and you see there is no issues now. Just a second, Control Shift F. What is this? Just a second, inspect version. Let us come down. Inspect J version. Okay, issues gone. Perfect. So this is one dependency, two dependencies rather, Allure and aspect.js I'm using. Perfect. Now, along with this, the documentation says you have to have plugins also. Whatever they are saying, I've done that part only. Okay. How you have to have the plugins? So I'm already also taking the same plugins from my previous project. I'll give it to the entire in the zip folder. You need not to just go anywhere else. Okay, these two are done. I'll go in the plugin section, guys. They want that you should have one Maven compiler plugin and one Showfire plugin. Along with that, you need to give this arguments and all these things. Exactly. So I'm just copying it from here. Okay, plugin, or rather you do one thing. First of all, you go onto your build section. Okay, on your build section, and this build, you just delete everything whatever you have right now, because you don't want to utilize these all things. So you just delete everything after build and before build. See, I'm deleting it. I don't need it. What I need it now is my data from, let it run. Take it, updating it, all these things. Perfect. So I need from my here, from plugins till plugins. Copy and now paste it in your plugins. Here, Control V, Control Shift F again. Just a second. Okay, Control Shift F. Take it. All the dependencies, let it download. Can you see? It is building the entire Maven project again. Let it download. Take it. We are not in a hurry. Take it. And let me just check this src test resources test runners TestNG XML file. Okay, perfect. Okay, still let us do one. Right click Maven and update the project forcefully. Okay, now two things are done. Fine. As we have done in our chain test report that we have to keep one listener also. But LEO report does not have its own listener. For the chain test, we were automatically using. Okay? So we have to start writing the listener now for this LEO report, guys. With the help of what? TestNG listeners. And what I told you what listener means? It is basically a way to listen all the events happening in my test cases, in my entire project, in my entire test classes. Everything will be listened by these listeners. So what these listeners will do, it will actually listen to each and every class, every test method, and whatever is happening, whether test case is failing, passing. On the basis of this, it will generate the report. Okay? Okay. Now let us do what, since we have to now create the listeners, I'll rather go in my, I'll create one more package. src main Java I have. So let us try to create one more package. src main, not main, what I'm doing, com.qa.opencart.listeners. Okay, I'll just create one package for it. Now, you need not to write this entire class file for this generation of this LEO listeners from your hand. A similar way, we have a template for it. Okay, so I'll take this template from same from my previous project. src, yes, main Java, I have this. Okay, let me see if it can be copied and listeners paste. Okay, perfect. Fine. So now guys, see, it's a huge template, but don't be scared, it's fine. What we are doing, we are creating our own class like test LEO listener. It is implementing one iTest listener that you have to remember it. From where it is coming? Coming directly from the TestNG. It says that you implement my interface. Since you are creating your own customized class now, you have to implement this. What implementation says that whatever method this iTest listener have, see control O. Can you see all the methods on test start, on test success, failure, skip, pass, whatever methods it have. Since you are generating a class for yourself, you have to do what? Implement all the methods. So can you see all the methods are implemented here? Hmm? See, I have multiple methods like get test method name. It will actually get the test method name with the help of this iTest result reference variable. Okay, you need not to understand all these things. It's very tricky, but you understand this part. You have few methods like on test start. It will actually print the method name, the test name. On test finish, on test start actually. It is for the overall start, overall finish. Exactly for the test cases start. On your test success, on your test failure, you are actually having one report also. Same thing, screenshot. Hmm? So it is just a template that you use. Else everything will work fine. Exactly in the similar way. On test script, similar thing. It is actually saying that whatever methods you really want to show on the report now, just implement them. That's it. Nothing else. Okay, you need not to learn, you need not to actually understand. You just understand one thing which is asked in the question, that what listener, what interface you really want to implement while creating your own listeners, guys. So this is the one you have to tell them. I test listener is the interface, and from those interface, what methods are there? On test start, on test skip, on test fail, on start, on finish, all these methods. Okay, fine. Okay, this is done. Now it's something that you have to run the entire test suite again, and it will generate a beautiful report. But before that, try to understand one more thing. Since this is the entire framework, LEO report framework, so multiple things are coming from this framework. What is that? Hmm? See this. Let us go in the login page test. And you all work in a company where you know multiple epics are there, multiple user stories are there, multiple features are there. So LEO report has also said that I am giving you few annotations that you can actually write in your classes to make it more beautiful, more debugging purpose, more understanding. See what they have given. It's just the annotations on which you can write anything. So you have one annotation called as epic, coming from where? From the LEO report. What you can write? So I am saying that it is EP epic 100, and I am writing design the um, open cart login application page. Simple. In the epic, what you have? You have multiple features. See, they have given a beautiful line as feature. If you really want to have multiple features, you can write it down. So I am saying I am having one feature, F101, something like this, and let it be like this. Some design open cart login page. Hmm? In the feature, what you have? You have user stories. So they have given one annotation as story. Can you see? And I am saying story 01. So I'm saying develop um, login core features. Similar way. Hmm? Can you complete rest of things for the account test and all these things? Similar way. But this is what they have given all these features, all these annotations at the class level. Do we have something at the test level also? Yes, we have that. What are that? First of all, we have the description coming from where? LEO report. So description you can write. This is the login title page test, something like this. And if you really want to link your test case with any Jira ticket, you can do it. But this is not direct linking. You can just give the name Jira 101, something like this. Apart from that, you can give the owner also, saying that I am the owner, so that whosoever is writing, checking the report now can check your report is so beautiful. Apart from that, you have a concept of severity also. That this case, test case is what? Severe or less severe? See, you have to write in this way, CV, if I remember it correctly, severity level dot minor. Yes, this is the minor one. But since it is a login pasted, it's critical. See, yes, that is how, guys, you can make your things so much robust and beautiful. Hmm? Can you write other things also? Because otherwise, it will time consuming. Can you write for login page and all these things? In this way, you can do. One more thing I am telling to you, at the method level, since this is your login page class, can I write things here also? Yes. So they have given step also that at this level you can write something. This is the uh, login page URL method. Hmm? This is what they have given everything. It's an entire framework. Perfect. Okay. These things will be displayed in the report also. Now, how to run this? Since you have already created one listener, who will listen to this listeners now? Because at the base test level, try to understand your chain test report is already listening. है ना? How will you make sure that you have your LEO report listeners should also listen? Hmm? See this. So you can add two things. Along with the chain test, you can create this common curly braces. And in this, you can give your name also. What is the name? I think my name is LEO test listener dot class. Simple. So now both the listeners will listen to you and it will generate a beautiful report for LEO also. Hmm? Okay. But one more thing, guys. Okay, let me just first of all run this regression file and then I'll show you whether your reports are getting generated or not. Let it run in the parallel mode. Can you see I'm on the on start method, guys? Hmm? But let it run first of all. I'll show you then. I'll take 5 more minutes, then we will close. Okay, let it run. Okay, I hope it ran and it's still running. Seems yes, perfect. So 19, 18 pass, one fail, perfect. But see one more thing. Can you see? I am on the on finish method. I'm on the on text success. Why it is coming? It is now coming because of everything you have written inside the test Allure listener of what? Allure report, guys. Hmm? Perfect. This is what Allure can do for you. All these things. But let us see how this will generate the report. First of all, I can just right click, or rather, I'll show you one thing. Uh, yes. Do you have any folder like Allure results here? No. Target folder is generating only the chain test that we have already seen. But now see, right click, refresh. As soon as you do a refresh, what happens? LEO results got generated. But all these files which are generating now are my JSON files that cannot be opened. So how to open now this LEO results? You have to do one thing. You just go on the net. You have to write download LEO for some Windows. Yes, you will find it everything. And Windows steps. It's not a step, it's a single line of code. I think for Mac OS user, you have to use the brew command, and for the Windows you have to use the scoop command. Let me just tell you. Otherwise, I'll tell you only. Okay. Uh, 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 Let us see. Mm, Getting started. Let me see if they have given or not. Okay, just a second. Just give me a second now. Okay, I'll just check it out. Windows and Mac. It's a simple thing. Okay. Mm, okay, fine. No worries. You can just write one command, scoop, ठीक है, and install Allure. Simple. It will give you. Yes. You can just either go on the PowerShell or you can directly go where? In your command prompt. And after going there, you just need to run this command for the Windows user. Scoop install Allure. That's it. For all the macOS user, you have to use what? Brew install Allure. That's it. ठीक है? Fine. Why you have to do this? Because in your local system, you have to have this Allure things downloaded. Then only you will be able to view the results. You will be able to generate the report. Means generation is done. But how you can open this? This is you have to do. Scoop install Allure, brew install Allure. Now, I am going on to my command prompt. Uh, some new command prompt. And you have to go on to your project directory. properties directly, uh, copy cd and go on the project directory. That's it. You have to run one command to open the Allure server. What is that? Allure serve and what? Allure results. Simple. This will actually open its own web server, guys. That is why Allure was really important to have your things downloaded in your system. Now it will start generating the report and open it on the browser. Can you see? So perfect report got generated. Hmm? See, you have everything. Categories, all these things. Product defects you have? Yes, I have the product defect. Why? Because it is failing. Okay, let us show. See, this is the product defect. Setup method and teardown method, everything is there. Okay, how many suites? I have one suite. See, all the methods are there. These are all the test classes. Can you see, guys? So much perfect report is there. Graphs, it will show you how much time it took. All these things, trending and all. Critical defects. See, I have just marked one thing is critical. What? It is failing. What is that? All the test cases are passing. How about timelines? Everything is there. Behavior. What is behavior? It is giving you in the epic. You have what? We have feature. In the feature, you have what? Story. See, guys. Because this is only done for the single login page test. Rest, these are the page test. What are the packages? It gives you everything. This is so beautiful report. Hmm? Okay. This is how you can generate the reports for the Allure. And let me just control C to shut down this server. Now I'll do one thing more, guys. Yes. So this is one of the way. Interview will ask you how to generate the listeners and how you can make sure that listeners are listening. So at the class level, you can write this line at the rate listeners on all these things. But there is one more recommended way that I'm telling you now. And it's the best way that as like you have the tag names for parameters for tests, parallel thread count, similar way you need to have the tags for the listeners also in your regression file, a TestNG file. How? Say I am telling you, I'm giving you that also. It's a simple tag, and okay, yes, I have this chain test copy. So instead of writing at the class level now, you can also write it at the what? File level. So let me remove this. Okay, control shift F. Okay. Can you see now? What is it? Listeners is a tag. Inside this, I have two listeners. What is chain test listener? Exact name. Test hello listeners. And this is coming from where? com.qa.opencode.listeners, my manual package. And this is where? Their automatic package. Now, let us see, will this work from here also or not? I have commented down my base test listeners. Okay? And let us see if it is listening here also. It started working. See, all the methods are opening in the parallel mode. Let it run. Okay, perfect. And let it finish. So 19, 18 pass, 1 fail. Perfect. Let me try to refresh this report again, guys, and refresh it out. Okay, it got refreshed. Now let us go on my Allure reports again, and I'll just take 2 more minutes to show you the chain test also, where it is target chain test. And how about your email? Yes, it's a perfect latest one. And how about your index? See, again, a beautiful report got generated, and you have the screenshot. Yes, I have that. And how about your Allure? So I have to again go in my CMD, uh, where it is. Yes, here it is. I have to again run this Allure serve Allure results. It will again open the web server of its own and will show you the exact report got generated. Let it open. Okay. And let us go on the product defect. You have that defect one. Let it open. Okay. Can you see screenshot? Everything is there. Page screenshot and everything. Exactly. The same thing you're getting in your chain test also. So these are the very beautiful and the most recommended reports right now used in the market. If you have worked on it, it's best, frankly telling to you. Got it, guys? So today we have talked a little advanced sessions, hmm? But this is really a part of your course and it is really, really important. I really don't want to skip anything. Are you able to understand things? I know it is probably for all the new users, they have not seen any time anything such thing like this. There can be some scary part to them, but it is something it has to be done in this way only. Any questions still here? Guys, see, understand, even if you are understanding it right now, everything is looking very rosy. I highly recommend to do create a framework from your own hand. I'm seriously saying because frameworks and all, no one is going to teach you at this level, at so field level. I'm talking about. So I'm seriously saying the next weekend, I really want everyone should be till here, till that LEO reports got generated, because in the next weekends we will try to cover up uh, from this local system point of view, means whatever things are pending. I'm just showing you. Just give me a second more. Where is your screenshot image? Yes. So we have almost covered everything. See, reports and all we have covered, but we will see in the next session how you can run in the multiple environment also, the entire automation framework. Then we will learn some reporting, not reporting, logging concept. Hmm? So next sessions is really important because we will try to cover up almost all the things from this local point of view. And then after that, we will start what? GitHub, Jenkins server, your Docker, all these things. Fine, guys. So we have done a lot of things. Around 2 hours of sessions are these, just try to practice. Fine.
Sure.
Okay, guys. I think that's more than enough for today. Let's meet in the next weekend session. Thanks. Thanks, guys, for joining.
Thank you.